We've hit this live button. We're live, and we are going to have fun. 2 hours of fun. Let's get people in here, and as soon as we get you guys in here, 2 hours of fun. And I mean, honestly, on a Saturday night, who could ask for anything more than 2 hours of fun? Skip at set your 80s to set the 80s to your memories, the late 80s, because that's where we're going. We're going into extreme late 88 and early 89 tonight. I've finally gotten the chance to bounce in back some 80s some 80 got out of the 88 questions and got into the 89 questions. I said there's a whole lot more to go though. Hey Heather. First one in here tonight. Hi Matthew. Yep, Heather, you're the first one in here. Matthew's the second one in here. And now, as soon as we get a few more people, we could, who knows, we may be able to start early. Last night, we were not able to start until a third of the video. So let's see how this ends up tonight. Hey, Roswell, a.k.a. Steve Areno. How was my day? Just your usual Saturday, so. I've still got, but with the Christmas season coming up, I've still got some shopping to do. I said I don't have many presents to buy, so it's kind of like, so I usually kind of wait till the last minute. But one of my friends told me, don't need to wait till Christmas Eve to do it. Need to do it, quick, because there's some good stuff there that probably won't be there Christmas Eve, they say. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I got my schedule yesterday for Christmas week. I said there's good news to it and there's bad news to it. I said I'll give you the good part first. Oh, not a good race, huh? And there's decent guy. Anyway, I said I'll go ahead and tell you the good part. I was telling them that I finally got my schedule for Christmas week. My work schedule for Christmas week. I was telling them there's good news to it and then there's bad news to it. I said the good news part is that what she schedules for me is, of course, we'll be closed Christmas. So she scheduled me off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's the good part. The bad news is that, they said they'll be open Christmas Eve, and one of the ones that usually have me work an extra day said that they're going to call me in on Christmas Eve to come help some. So it looks like I'll be working a little bit to help on Christmas Eve so. But be known that we close at 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve, and I said that, and they said that the workers will probably be staying until 9 to clean everything up for when people come back on Friday. Well, this is usually the time I go live on Fridays and Saturdays, because I have work. So I thought, go before work and, go the usual time. I said, Fridays can only be an hour. Oh, um, no, it's not going to be double pay. They would only have to double pay you. Um, they would only have to double pay you if you worked on Thanksgiving or Christmas, and they don't want to double pay you, so they close on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So no, it's only going to be the regular pay. If they have to pay you double pay or bonuses, they close that day because they don't want to. Gary Busey pet judge. Oh, you just watched that today. Hey, Woody. Yeah, I would hope to be shining today. Well, the thing is that, I don't want to, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have probably already requested Christmas Eve off. And I said that, I said that, I said, maybe voice of reason, maybe I can still get New Year's Eve off because I know that I usually get Tuesdays and Wednesdays off, and and you don't have to pay them double on New Year's Eve or day. So we're open, regular hours, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I may work New Year's Day, but hopefully I'll have New Year's Eve off. Unless they call me in again, but which I hope they don't. Oh, you are being watched. So if you are being watched, if your kids are watching, then may need we may need to make this a little bit more family friendly, I guess. Might need not might not need to be a little bit nasty tonight. I mean, is as because I'm guessing spirit means her kids are watching, or at least her son's watching. Right, because I mean apparently according by spirit her oh, the hubby's watching. Okay, well if the hubby is watching, maybe he won't maybe we don't have to worry about saying anything inappropriate, only if the kids I thought you meant the kids were probably watching you. This generation of kids is the worst ever in human history. Well, we don't well, yeah. Okay, yeah, cuz I mean that's what it's no, it's fine. It's fine, I just thought you meant the kids were watching, so we needed to make it probably a little bit more family friendly. But if the hubby's watching, he probably doesn't. I mean, he probably won't mind, that he's probably heard a lot of ridiculous answers these days. Besides, if the hubby's here, Spirit Stalker, he can also help you try to think of some answers too. I just can't talk nasty, but y'all can. Hello, California Ford. This 6-7 thing is really getting old fast. It's okay, California Ford. I thought I thought Spirit Stalker meant her kids were watching, but no, the hubby's watching. So she says that we can be. She says she can't talk nasty, but we can. I think yeah. Hello, Tammy. Tammy just came in, so so yeah. I think at the break we might have enough to play right now because it says I've got 9 people, and I think all 9 are interacting. So yeah, I think we've got enough to play. Yeah, I think we've got enough to play. Now, if we really do have 10 people watching, then we've got double the people we need. So the more people watching, the more fun it's going to be. I said I didn't know how long we were going to do. I said I didn't know how many questions we were going to do tonight. I didn't know how early we were going to start, so I packed up 30 questions. I packed up 30 questions. I said as long as I've got 30 for a 2-hour stream, I'm thinking I'll be good. Cause yeah, I don't go into work till 10 tonight, so this stream is 2 hours tonight. Not just one, 2 hours. It used to be reversed. I used to be able to do 2 hours on Friday and 1 hour on Saturday, but then my days got reswitched and so did the hours. So now it's 1 hour on Friday and 2 hours on Saturdays. Yep, 2 full hours to well, right now an hour. Yeah, we'll get it like an hour and 48 minutes in if we start now. I'm gonna I'm gonna read the really, if it's a paid holiday, then our company will probably close because they don't like to give. Because they said at our company you only have to give bonuses on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and since they don't want to give those bonuses, they close on those days. If it's Christmas Eve, they might. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that work on Christmas Eve. Oh, Shan's here. You said, Steve Areno, you said calling Shan Camp, or where is Shan? And there she is. She's right there. Now I know that decent guy. My job don't close and I have to work on. Well, you know what, California Ford, how you know what they did to me? They had me scheduled off on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Well, everyone's off Christmas Day because we're closed. But and she had me off Christmas Eve too. But one of the guys that usually has me work 6 days a week, he's like we'll need you Christmas Eve. I'll need you Christmas Eve, so I'm gonna call you in Christmas Eve. Well, she doesn't come in anymore, Spirit Stalker, but her so-called daughter does. Her so-called daughter comes in, and I think what did she say to call her? Oh, I forgot what she said. I could call her, but I don't. I do not know. I do not know where he is, but I know that if he's. Oh, Tammy, you just called it. You just called it. You said, I wonder where Jonathan is, and there he is. Would that be 10 in the morning on Christmas Day? Because the Christmas Eve I have to work in the afternoon, or it could be 10 o'clock on Christmas night or Christmas Eve night. I said we'd be closed by then anyway. Yeah, I prefer Coke to Pepsi, but when I'm at basketball games and everything, I have to order Diet Pepsi instead because they don't have Diet Coke. I have to order Diet Pepsi at basketball games. I'll drink the Diet Pepsi, but I much prefer Diet Coke. Look at it this way. Now that Tammy called Jonathan and said where he and he's there. Looks like Jonathan looks like you got. I said, I wonder what you and Shan have up your, or not you and Shan, but you and Tammy have up your sleeves tonight. Wonder if you're gonna. I wonder if she's gonna try to steal your underwear again. She said she was holding it for ransom last night. So, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Uh, it's off and on with him. I have Gary Busey brain. That's why I sometimes miss comments, and it don't help having three names. Oh, she's still holding them hostage, Jonathan. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go find her place and get them back yourself. Doesn't mean Tammy will give them back without a fight, though, Jonathan. Oh, California Ford's got wine right now. So she's already ready. Already halfway there. Oh, so it looks like some of you guys are gonna get wasted. I said I said who knows what crazy answers we're gonna get tonight when you got with half of you guys being wasted already. Brother, ruin Christmas already? How do you ruin Christmas, Jonathan, without it already being Christmas? Well, I mean I can think of a few ways and everything. You don't have to say if you don't want to. Oh, Yeef. Sometimes he comes in here, sometimes he doesn't. Oh, I guess you mean you'll probably be drunk 10 a.m. on Christmas morning. See, I keep thinking, Yeef's a boy, Yeef's a boy, Yeef's a boy, and you keep saying, no, Yeef's a girl, and I'm thinking, well, Yeef's got the name of a boy, so I keep thinking it's a boy. So you'll have to forgive me if I keep misgendering her. Anyway, we had plans to get together. I spent a whole bunch of money on him and his girlfriend and her kid. My brother disrespected and made me feel like a low piece of. Oh, well, yeah, that's not very Christmassy. I can see why your brother probably ruined Christmas now. If he wanted to disrespect you, though, he could have at least waited till after the holidays. I just wanted her son to have a good Christmas this year because he's been through a whole bunch of crap in his life. Not technically in family, but one of my cousins related. I know they need it. All right. Be right back in 15 minutes. All right. I'm thinking that Spirit Stalker said she'll be right back in 15 minutes. We can start without her or we can wait until she gets back. It depends on whatever you guys do, but cuz we've about got the number of people we need right now according to up here. Like we had like 15 and now it's gone dropped like to a third. I'll make sure the kid gets his gifts for sure. Yeah, don't I mean make the kid feel special. Do you make the kid feel, like is that having cleaned out my fridge since the pandemic? I'm afraid. Okay. Well, I will say that don't worry about that. I know a couple of I know a couple people that probably had not cleaned out their refrigerator in 5 years, and they had, I think, like back in 2009, they said they found a couple things in the refrigerator from like 2004. So of course they throw those out. Okay, I know I've. Okay, it's yeah. Okay, the YouTube meter's messing up. It says I've got one in here, and I know I've got more than one. I've got I know I've got Tony, I've got Decent Guy, I've got Jonathan, Steve Areno, Tammy. I've got at least 5 people, I don't know. And I've got Woody. Yeah, it says one. Now as soon as I say something it says three. But that's still too low. That's still too low. Oh, hello, my sweet friend Cher. Yes, you are here. Yeah, Cher's here to watch, but she said she's probably not going to play and everything. She says that she probably won't feel like playing because she says she has a fever right now. So yeah, I usually have, sometimes I don't have either Tammy or Tony. Yeah, I said, I've got them both tonight though. So instead of saying I've got one person from the UK, I've got two tonight. Pray that she feels better. Hope maybe by miracle she'll feel better before Christmas. Yeah, so I said we got two Brits in the house. We've got one Cheryl. I wonder if we'll get the second Cheryl tonight. Oh, in a British accent? Hmm. Okay. Jello pudding pops. My regular Bill Cosby impression. Jello pudding pops. Hello, Journey. I love you too, Feathers. Miss you every day. That was very stuffy sounding, PPK, not gonna lie. Well, I said I can't, I said, I've got to, I'm gonna have to hang around Tammy and Turbo a little bit more and listen to their voices, and then maybe I can put in a British accent. I said, I said, I tried to sound British, from hearing Tammy sometimes, kind of like, try to sound like Tammy does, because she's got a British accent, try to put it in the British accent. So I did my best. I did my best. Just watch Spinal Tap. Ain't been Dorset, but it can't be worse than Southeast London. Oh, so I get, so guessing, I'm guessing that, well, Tammy's already said that she is from Dorset, and I guess Turbo is telling us he's from Southeast London. Yeah, he just died. I said, I found out, I saw how the sun did it, and I said, how can this, like, I remember, commenting on someone's Facebook. I was like, that posted it. I was like, how could a son do that to his own parents? And then, person that posted it, replied to me and said they got in an argument about he got in an argument with his parents about Christmas. I think I've seen The Princess Bride, but I said I'm more familiar with The Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway, though. Yeah, I said I don't know why. I mean, he's gonna kill his parents over a Christmas argument. I mean, he must have been on drugs or something. I don't think anyone would do that to their own parents. Unless they're on drugs. So I don't doubt that his son might have been on drugs. Meth. Okay. So he was meth. So it was meth and misery that really killed him. That made him kill his parents. Mm. Yeah, I said he looks. I said sadly he looks like. I mean, of course, this was almost 60 years ago, but probably more like 55 years ago. I said, of course, he doesn't look like he did. As as the meathead in all the family. Rest in peace to Archie and Edith. And it makes you wonder what Gloria's doing today. Let's see. Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah. Where? Yeah, Tim was here yesterday. Where did he? Where is he? Well, next time you see Tim in here, we'll find out. By the way, if I go, I said I don't know if I don't know if I should. Because I said they'll have me working on Christmas Eve from 4 to 9. And I said, it's usually 10 o'clock, when I go live on Wednesday. So I said, I don't know if you want me to go live Christmas Eve or if you think I should just skip Christmas Eve and just spend it with the family and just come on the day after Christmas, since Friday is the day after Christmas. It's up. I haven't still made the decision. Maybe you guys can help me influence my decision. Thanksgiving, it wasn't that hard a decision to make. I said Christmas Eve, it's kind of, I can stream on the way home Christmas Eve, but I said I'd be driving and I said that I'd have to, stop but I said, I could probably try to do some Christmas Eve. I said, it may not be charged at 100% though, because I'll have my phone during work, of course. And I'm sure it will drop below 100%. What do you guys think? Stream Christmas Eve or just skip Christmas Eve and just do it next Friday, the day after Christmas. Are you for Christmas Eve or are you for the day after Christmas? Tammy says wait till after Christmas. What do you guys think? What else do you guys think? I've got one for wait till after Christmas from Tammy. I've got 12 in here, so I think I can get a good sized portion if all of you comment. Christmas Eve, Jonathan says. Tammy wants to wait till after Christmas. Jonathan says do one Christmas Eve. Day after, you should take a break. After, I'll be building Legos for the next 2 days after Christmas. Both. Maybe a little short one for Christmas. If I do one Christmas Eve, it's going to be a very short one. 30 to 40, 30 minutes to an hour is all it would be. But in speaking of which, we're into a fourth of the hour, to a fourth of it right now with 31 minutes. Says we've got 14 minutes, not when the majority of your family either sucks or is dead. I'm building a ghost bear out of brick. 7,000. You got 7,000 pieces already, or are you getting the 7,000 pieces for Christmas? Seems like if you're building a ghost bear, then you should have a lot of white blocks. Sure, it was all magic when we were kids, Shan, but we're all grown-ups now, so I mean, the magic's pretty much all gone. The magic pretty much goes when you get go from a kid to a grown-up. Magic's been gone for pretty much a long time with me. Oh, Jonathan still got that inner kid in him at PSP 11 for his birthday. Well, yeah. I mean, but you gotta look at me, and you gotta look at me and Jonathan's perspective, though. We've got Christmas coming up, and then and then me and him both have birthdays in February. Thrown it out the window twice. Maybe you should calm down on those blocks, Tammy. Especially if you've thrown it out the window. Not once, but twice. Next one is 36,000. Oh. Tammy, your house is going to be filled with blocks soon. Much less your room, your whole house is going to be filled with blocks if next one is 36,000 pieces. I'll be looking at it when you post the video, because I mean 36,000 pieces and then plus a 7,000 piece ghost bear. I mean, and she's almost thrown it out too, twice. This I got to see. Hey, Asher. When you say a Stitch, you mean Stitch from Lilo and Stitch? Because I've seen a lot of Stitch things from Lilo and Stitch. I mean, he's a popular character. Ah, yeah, because Stitch. I mean, I've seen a lot of like shirts and pajama bottoms. Shirts from Stitch. I thought Lilo and Stitch is on clothing. One person's got a Lilo and Stitch mini backpack. I said, Lilo and Stitch is a popular character. Have a couple ghost boxes you might be interested in. Oh yeah. Speaking of the game, should we start and everything before we waste any more time? We're already 35 minutes into the video. A stitch in time saves 9. Must mean a stitch in time saves as many lives as a cat. Bro, my 4 dogs are being fat, bro. They keep trying to come back and oh wow. My dog is very protective when it comes to a treat, to his treats. You go in his room, or you go in the room that he stays in, and his treats are there, he gonna bark at you and everything. He's very protective of his treats. I walk into my dad's room before I leave the house and everything, you know. The dog barks at me a few times. Okay, yeah, we're because I think Spirit Stalker has just said she's back, so I guess that we should need to play because we're 36 minutes in the video. So basically we waited for her. Um, so basically, Spirit Stalker, we basically waited for you. So let's do this. Let's do this. All right. All right. This is a little bit of a long question, so let me read it first to make sure that I'm not going to screw up on it. Okay. I could only be Queen Thork if I was a woman, but I'm not a woman. That's why I'm king. Of course, I'm not sure if that's a troll comment or if they're just trying to be funny. Anyway. Well, the important thing is it's gone now. Okay. I just saw a video of a guy getting struck by lightning 2 times. Yep, he gets up and continues running. It's pretty bad. It has all kinds of stuff on it, not just a text thing. Oh, Shen says he wants I I have no idea. Just, when he said putt putt queen, I think that was a troll comment. That's called a tweaker, Asher. Okay. Anyway, let's get the game started. Okay, game starts right now. Okay, I've read the question and it's a little bit yeah. It does sound naughty, doesn't it? Okay. Top 6 answers to this question. Question is, name something that your spouse does in his or her sleep that causes you to consider twin beds. So it basically would help, well, actually, t- um, Tammy got the first answer, snore, and odd enough, snores is the number one answer. So Tammy got number one, snores. Let's check the others. Well, it's not fart or cheat. But Spirit Soccer did get one. Hogs the bed. Yep, number 4. He hogs the bed. No, I'm not sure what you mean by nuclear Dutch oven, Steve Areno. Take the covers. Okay, there you go, Woody. He takes the covers. Number 2, the spouse takes the covers. Me, Oh, Spirit Stalker did get snore as well. Nope, not too much sex. Me, Spirit Stalker, Tammy, and Shan need to go ghost hunting together, Jonathan says. No, not toxin is sleep. Not nocturnal emission. Oh. Oh. Nope. Nope. Feather's not talking while sleeping. Question, Jonathan, was name something that your spouse does in his or her sleep that causes you to consider twin beds. Not eat mince pies or talking while sleeping. Eats mince pies. Might have a close connection to one of the answers, Tony. I'll tell you that much. Refuses to sleep in the wet spot. Nope. Doesn't. Let's see. Well, there is one weird sound that they might make, but you got to say what it is though. She's in the UK where there's been so much death, so let's do it there. Let's see. Well, Americans might eat mince pies, but I don't know if that would fit one of the answers. Okay, Spirit Stalker did get one. Tosses and turns, number 3. Now just need 5 and 6. 5's the hard one. 6, you could get it if you think outside the box. It's not nightmares or screaming during night terrors, or sleepwalk, not sleep farts or eating in the bed. I really didn't do much last summer, Mitchell. Don't know what you're talking about. Sleep apnea. Almost sleep apnea. Almost. If you're sleep apnea, you wouldn't bring a pet honey badger to the bed. Or piss in the bed. Or screaming or moaning. Playing the bagpipes in bed. I think that's what, I think that's something that Heather would do. She plays the bagpipes. Speaking of which, I have not seen her in here since the beginning. Heather, you still in here? Let's see. I can get out of college in 3 days. If you want to take that chance at Asher, go for it. I say go for it. Stays up reading. Okay, that is one that I'll give you, Tammy, because number 6 is they're up during the night. And if they they'll stay up reading. Yep, up during night. Number 6. Number 5 is going to be the hard one that you've been trying to get. I'm not sure if Mitchell is or what. Uses his morning wood to spank his monkey in the bathroom. No. Constant erection poking in the back. Nope. I've been drooling like... Oh. Shan, I've done that sometimes. I don't know if I really do that much anymore, but yeah, I used to drool in my sleep a lot. Oh, and Feather's Creature actually got what I thought was going to be hard. Yeah. Grinding teeth. Grinding teeth. Johnny Blues. Hello, Johnny Blues. Yeah, there it is. I considered your answer. In fact, your answer cleared the board, Feathers Creature. Yeah, grinds your teeth. Grinds your teeth. Number 5. Those are what you might do to consider a twin bed. If you're married and your spouse does any of these, consider getting a twin bed. So anybody that's married and their spouse does any of this, consider getting a twin bed. All right. Okay, we've got okay. Next question. Next question. This is going to be a little bit of a harder one. Like the drooling itself wakes me up because it's so much. WTF is wrong with me? Oh, you're engaged. Congratulations, Atcher. You got a whole lot of going for you. You can get out of college in 3 days. Halfway through, you're engaged. You've got the whole jackpot going for you this Christmas, Asher. This is really a big Christmas present for you. It does that, Jonathan, doesn't it? No, it's not. No, Asher's engaged. Shan's the one that says the drooling wakes her up. Jonathan, it seems it seems like every you must have a really big erection, Jonathan, because I think it's slapped you back every stream. Every stream, I think it's slapped. I don't think once in a while. Every stream we've had, it always slaps you back. It wants to play. It wants to play too, I guess you could say. I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Um, may I thought Asher was young, but maybe we may have been a little off on his age. I'm gonna have to teach you the lesson and go slim. No, don't do that. You're gonna scream. You're gonna scream, and you're gonna scream, Jonathan, and it's gonna break glass in your house. Yeah, we just did the question about considering twin beds. I have another question though, of course. Um, all right. I would take Tammy's advice because I mean that would be better than than slamming it in the fridge. I take Tammy's advice if I was you, Jonathan. Put ice on it until the swelling goes down. Yeah, if it's going to swell, put ice on it for sure. No, farting wasn't number one. Snores was number one. Farting was not even on the board. Good Lord, Tammy, I thought you were about to say a strap on. Jonathan, I used to have pet snakes, so that isn't going to scare me. Hey, there's Heather. I was wondering where you went, Heather. Um, Said that you had left during the early part, and I said we are in the questions. You missed the first question. Here's the second one. The second one, we only have the top five answers, and this question is, and here's the question this time. Name something, or hold on, I should have read this part. Okay, okay. No, top five answers to this question. Name something that happens to you when you haven't eaten in a while. What happens to you when you haven't eaten in a while? Yeah, Tammy, you feel faint or weak. Number two. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go, Steve Areno. You get hunger pains. Number four. Oh, Woody also said hunger pains. Number four. Well, she's we've already well, Jonathan, Tammy already said feel faint or weak, so that's probably the same thing. Nope, not cold sweats. Hello, Carcam. Not cramps or get dizzy. Well, yeah, you probably drive to McDonald's. You look like, oh yes, who remembers Eugenia Cooney? Of course, the girl who refuses to eat, says she's fine, but we all know she's not. Let's see. She would really. I said for somebody like Eugenia Cooney, she could probably clear this question. It's not that you get low blood sugar or have convulsions. Dehydration, and yeah, really, that girl is out of control. Horrendous, not horrendously bad breath. You don't feel tired. Hypoglycemia, no, not hypoglycemia, and you don't feel tired. If your name is John, you get horny when you don't eat. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say. Jonathan, they do say her mother, Eugenia Cooney's mother, is the biggest problem. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Lewis. Oh, Jonathan, the question was, name something that happens to you when you haven't eaten in a while. And Aaron said tummy grumbling. Okay, there you go, Aaron. You just came in and you gave the number one answer on your first comment. Stomach growls, number one. Number one, stomach growls. Huh. Not crash out and rob the nearest Taco Bell, but that would be something. All right, Tammy got number three. Get a headache. Yep, get a headache. Number three. That what happens when you don't eat. And now just one more letter. One more. Number five. No, it's not. It's not puking. Would you puke if you haven't eaten in a while? I think that's if you ate too much. It's not that your blood sugar drops or that you feel like shit. Jonathan's starving, just talking about this question. Well, they well, they don't get angry, but they had some hunger, but they did have hunger pains, and that's been said. Whine and complain? Nope, not whine and complain or get dizzy. No, not lightheaded. We've feel faint or weak's been said by Tammy. Drink beer so you drink less. Nope. But this one is a really good one. You could this one has been some people try to do this even if they don't. Some people try to do this, even when eating. It's not dry heave or mouth goes dry or you're delirious. You feel like puking if you don't eat for a long time. Now, it's not putting any food in the air fryer. It's not it. It's not puke. Jonathan's tried that. I've been homeless before. I've eaten nasty things. Now, a lot of people would try to be right back. Gotta urinate and heat up some rice. I think we made Shan hungry. Let's see. Or Raz, as in the Southerners say. A lot of us just say whiz. Well, we got the stomach grumbles, and we've gotten weak. Yummy to both Seaster. No, not grab someone else's food or feel nauseous. This is something that this is something that that would be a normal thing to do. If you feel you have too much of it, you might just you might do this, and it would help, but you're not doing this in the healthiest position if you don't eat in a while. Heather, you got that right. You only know very little. I've been through hell and back. You have no idea. It's not constipation or overeat. In fact, it's it's the it's the opposition of overeat. Not exercise or grocery shopping. Well, no, Tammy, but when you exercise, this happens when you exercise too. What could happen with what could happen when you exercise and or not eat? The result would be what? You would what? Yeah, you'd burn more calories, and that would help you what? I'm dead serious when I tell everybody this. The reason why I went all out and bought everyone presents because this might be my. Oh, don't say that, Jonathan. Don't say that. We don't want to think that. It's not sweating or eat opposemic. Okay, Tammy and Carcam got it. Lose weight. Lose weight. Number 5 is lose weight. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, if you don't eat, you could lose weight, but that wouldn't be the healthiest option to lose weight, though. Some of it, so I mean, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now, Jonathan. Let's hope. I mean, let's hope not. We just have to pray that the Lord keeps you longer. Yeah, that you're right. You're right, Lewis. That's not healthy either. Now this is going to be a little bit of a long one, so let me read this first so I don't get confused. Okay, here's a good one that this one'll def or or wait. This is the oh wait, that's the back side. We're gonna do the front side first. Not that one yet. Not that one yet. I thought that was a little one. Real quick. How happy he appeared, what a jokester he was, and how he wrote "We're dark," and then he goes home and hang. Oh, just rem- just remember, Heather. We're doing questions from the we are doing. I mean, just this is only. I said, don't scare anybody. When I just say this, but we are doing questions from the Family Feud host that hung himself too. Yeah, these questions were from Ray Combs, who hung himself. It all started with his firing from Family Feud. Oh, right. If you did, and if you do go soon, how's your brother going to feel making that comment to you? He's going to regret it. Needs to regret saying that to you anyway. Mm. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know it, Heather? It happened 30 years ago. Well, 29 years ago in 1996. He was only 40 years old. Started with his firing from Family Feud, and then he got a divorce from his wife, and his comedy clubs closed. Then he started trying to hurt himself, and then he hangs himself. Honestly, I'm being honest. Come on, guys, let's get the Christmas spirit back in chat. No, 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 no. You just mentioned about somebody being upbeat and hanging themselves, and I'm just saying, well, this Family Feud host hung himself. Said he would, let's see, if he was here today, he'd almost be 7 old if he was still here today. No, no, Carcam, that was Richard Dawson. Ray Combs is the one who came on after Richard Dawson and hosted the show from 88 to 94. But the guy that did Kiss the Ladies, Richard Dawson, he is dead. He died in 2012 at the age of 79. Oh, well, I actually hate Christmas, Tony, but I'm all for others enjoying it. Mm. All right, yeah, we better get the game back in chat. All right, top 5 answers to this question. Name something. Name some. Okay, okay. This'll be good. This'll be good. I thought it was some kind of cancer that killed him. But a lot of people think Richard Dawson might have caused a lot of, herpes, with him kissing all the ladies. Okay, this is it. This is the question right here that we're going to focus on. Top 5 answers. Question is, name something a woman has. Okay, name something a woman has on her body that she can change the color of. Yeah, it was some kind of cancer. Uh, can't remember exactly what cancer though. Lip. Tammy says lips. Carcam says lipstick. Okay. Yeah, your lips. Lips. Number 4. Number 4 is your lips. Let's see. Spirit Stalker and Heather says your nails. And Woody says your fingers. Well, yeah, your feet. Okay. Those go in hand together. Fingernails. Number 2. Number 2, fingernails. Not the booty. Well, what on your face, though? Not the jewelry. Your eyes. Okay. There you go, Tammy. Your eyes. Number 3. Heather says your clothing. Yep, Heather, your clothes. Number 5. There's only one answer you got left, and that's the number 1. Not their bunghole, but I think you would know. Oh, Lewis got it, and so did Spirit Stalker. Her hair. Yeah, their hair. That's the number 1 answer, their hair. They can change the color of their hair. Number 1. Some I can understand changing the hair, the fingernails, the lips, the clothes. The eyes, though? You did say hair right in the beginning. Did it show up? Yeah, or no, wait. First one I got from you, Heather, was, oh, you did say hair. In fact, you and Spirit Stalker said hair, and in fact, I didn't see your answer or Spirit Stalker's answer. You both said hair right in the beginning, and I did not see it. Yeah, and after I just see the comment, after I just say that and everything, I see the comment that, yeah, you did. I'll make you feel unpretty, too. Jen says, yeah, he's not a nice guy, and evidently. Is that, oh, yeah. Really, I don't want him to be a creep. to a stupid song. Oh, Tammy needs to, what she always used to say, she needs to visit the Tinkle Monster. And while Tammy visits the Tinkle Monster, Scratching Boomers has entered the chat, so he can join us on this next question. And this is going to be an easy question as long as you are up to date with one thing. All I have to say is rest in peace, Left Eye Lopez. That's all I'll say. Rest in peace, Left Eye Lopez. Hmm. Yeah, I, I saw it too. It was really sad. I think they said there was about to be maybe a couple thousand expected at her funeral. Yeah, I said that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. She got killed in a car crash. In fact, I remember Left Eye Lopez, saying something about like a young person dying, from the song, and then I remember somebody leaving a comment in that video saying, "Little did she know that she was going to die a month later too." Hmm. Any anyway, I'll get back. Welcome back, Tammy. I was surprised that when you said you went to pee, I'm surprised you didn't call it the Tinkle Monster. That's what you always used to call him, the Tinkle Monster. Or I'm sorry, not the Tinkle Monster, the Tinkle Fairy. You always called it the Tinkle Fairy. I don't know if she burned down a house. I just know she got killed in a car crash back in like back in it was over 20 years ago. Wasn't it like 2002 that she died in a car crash or something? All kinds of shady stuff happens on Islands. The whole Anna Nicole Smith saga was dodgy. She died in like 2006, I think. Oh, actually, in our bathrooms at McDonald's, yes, they do, they do, they do. I don't know about all the other bathrooms, but yes, at my workplace at McDonald's, they do. Um, I always have to go change the trash and, clean the bathrooms, sweep, mop them. So, I see the urinals more than once a night. See them about 4 times a night. 4, 5. Maybe more than 5, 6, 7. That also depends if I have to make personal trips to the bathroom too. All right. Now, next question. Next question. This will be very easy. This question will be very easy. As long as you are up to date on your cartoons, your very old cartoons, you might be okay because this question's about an old cartoon. But he's always been known. In fact, they even made a movie about it. All right, we got the top 4 answers to this question. Name something that will always be associated with Popeye. As old as Popeye. That's how old, the Popeye cartoons. I'm seeing a lot of people saying spinach. Heather is, Carcam is, Scratching Boomers is, Tammy did, Shan did. There you go. There you go. There you go, everyone. Spinach, number one. Why wouldn't spinach be number one? His Scratching Boomer says his pipe. Yeah, his pipe. Number 3 is his pipe. He's got some good muscles and forearms, but they didn't make the survey. It's not muscles or forearms, but now I'm getting Shen and Tammy say olive oil. Yep, olive oil, number 2, his girlfriend. Now what's number 4? It's not his anchor tattoos or any tattoos. Not Bluto or Brutus. Get back, Jonathan. All right, Jonathan, we'll be here when you get back. Nope, not rape, not Bluto. We did get olive oil. We got the pipe. Not the wonderful 1980 musical or movie. Oh, Heather got it. Sweet pea. Sweet pea. Number 4 is sweet pea. Those are the 4 things they decided to associate with Popeye. Now, I grew up watching Popeye, but I didn't watch the classics. I watched the Hanna-Barbera remakes first. I grew up watching those episodes, then saw the classic ones later. Oh, I think this is going to be good. This next question, top 6 answers to this question. Name something that lets off steam. Name something that lets off steam. Crystal City, Texas has a statue of Popeye. Really? Okay. I'm seeing Train from Carcam and Scratching Boomers. There you go, guys. Train is number 3. A kettle. Tammy says a kettle. Darn lights. They always love going off. Kettle. I saw a kettle from Tammy. There you go, Tammy. A tea kettle. Number 1. Number 1's a tea kettle. You don't remember who Sweet Pea was? Shan, he was the baby. He was the baby from Popeye. You know, the little baby? He's the baby from Popeye. Let's see. Oh, Aaron said teapot as well. Let's see. Jonathan says a boat. No, not a boat. Not a boat. Not a bunghole either. I'll go ahead and say Roswell's answer. Not a bunghole. Nope, not a dryer. A boiler. I'm not quite sure if it's not a boiler. I'll say that right now. Of course, I'm not sure about one of the answers if that would go with boiler, but I'll just say it's not there. Ice. No, not ice, but Tammy did get one. A pressure cooker. Pressure cooker number 4. Oh, Scratching Boomers came in with tea kettle later as well. Manhole cover. Nope. Train. Nope. Engine or engine. You got two answers, Scratching Boomers. Yeah, a steam engine is number 5, and then a clothes iron is number 2. Just got to get number 6. Iron. Well, oh wait, we did get that. No, it's not. It's not a hot bowl of soup or chili or volcano. The little baby with like long jammy. Should I count it? I don't know. It's not dog turds in the winter or water that is freezing in a lake. Okay, Woody, I'll count that. Mike Tyson, because number 6 is angry people. Number 6 is angry people. And Mike Tyson is an angry person, yes. He's an angry person, so yeah, number 6, angry people. And I missed that. Let me go up and see if I missed it, Jen. Oh yeah, you did say people in the middle of the question and I missed it. I always miss some comments. I mean, you mean yeah, just I mean any newcomers here ask anybody. I miss answers a lot. Jonathan, you missed the question, but uh let's see. Uh Now, the one I was asking you about, the one that has the hard question, or maybe not hard, but a long question. Now I read that, so I'm ready to read that one now. Okay, this one we got the top 6 answers to this question. Question is, name something people do while they are waiting for a friend to arrive at the airport. I'll still be live. I'm going to be live for about at least another 43 minutes. At least till we get to 2 hours at least. Get a Okay, there you go, Jonathan. You get a drink. Number 2, you get a drink. You watch some things, but TV's not one of the games you watch. Or so it's not watch TV or play games. Yeah, you get a beer. No, not cussing or talking. Not even talking's there. Don't let him put you in a chokehold, Caesar. Not collect the luggage. Not talk. They are pacing, but what are they doing while pacing? They might be, while they're walking, they might be doing what? They might be going where in the airport. Okay, yeah, we did get a drink. We did get the drink question. Scratchy Boomers got eat. Yeah, number 6, they eat. Oh, Beeswax is here. And Beeswax, nope, they don't kick signs. They don't smoke. And they don't sleep either. They don't check their cell phones. Okay, Scratching Boomers, you did get the number 1 answer. They read. They read while they wait for a friend at the airport. Read, number 1. Not park in the parking zone or talk to strangers, though. Experience buyer's remorse for agreeing to give them a ride. Steve Reno, all I can say to that answer is no. But Tammy did get one. Yeah, they watch people, number 4. People watch other people, number 4. Now Olive Oil singing He Needs Me is stuck in my noggin. No, they don't listen to music. What have you got so far? Blast Cabret Volter's best album. Not rim jobs or pull the fire alarm. Not exercise or drive in circles. Or look through a magazine or fart. Not go for a cigarette. Man, I'm way ahead of you in those comments, not lagging. Take a dump? Nope. Not talk on the phone. Tell the employees random stuff about strangers' lives. No. Which airport is this? It can be it's any airport, beeswax, these, because this is what people did in the 80s and 90s, for people that were waiting for friends to arrive at the airport. This can be any airport. Not Daydreamer going the duty free. Rehearse how you're going to demand gas money. No, not email and X. I need to see how far the delay is, PP, when you say say the word. Vagina. Jonathan, I know you're only messing. Hail a taxi. Nope, not hail a taxi. If you're gonna wait, you're already at the airport. You're just waiting for people. Not book a hotel or use the restroom though. Where's birthday boy Peter or Cheryl? I don't know. I've kind of been wondering that myself, Heather. I'm not sure where Cheryl or Peter is. I said we had one Cheryl earlier. We had Feathers Creature. I said were we going to get the second Cheryl, but we have not gotten the second Cheryl. I did not see them last. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. I didn't see them. Yes, I didn't see either one of them. Actually, I didn't see any three of you, Heather, you or Cheryl, Peter, last night. Not tonight either. I saw Peter Wednesday night. I think I saw Cheryl. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, Jonathan wants a hint. What would you do? Okay, you're not. If you want a hint, Jonathan, what you're gonna do is that. Or hold on, I need to get the other answers. See if they're. Nope, not sit in the car lot or rotate tires or smoke or break dance. Jonathan, if you want a hint is that you're not only watching. You're not only watching people. You're watching something else. You may be watching for your. If you're gonna watch for your friend to get here, what do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Don't know, John. What do you call them, or what do you say to them? Nothing. You didn't already tell her twice. Yeah, you're watching planes. You're watching airplanes. Number 3 and number 5. Heather almost had it. Heather almost had it when she said walk, but I think vagina is just another word for vagina. I think that's what it is. I think vagina is just another word for vagina. See? See? Shan just said it. I'm right. I'm right. Okay. Now, Heather almost had it when she said, walk through the airport. Yeah, they're going to walk through the airport, but they're also going to, they also might find some of these things that they may stop in, You know, there's restaurants and gift shop, I mean, in airports. I just said the answer. I don't know if you caught me or not. There's restaurants in airports, but there's these other things in airports as well. You might, and they have these, they don't have these only in airports. Yeah, if you heard me, gift shops. Yep, gift shops. Browse gift shops. Number 5, you browse the gift shops. That's what you might do back in the 80s for, if you get the airport. And did we already, I think we may have jumped out of 88 and may have jumped into 89 now already. Yeah, we have. We have, I think. Or have we? I think so. I don't know where our Timbo is. Mick DLT was a legendary. Yeah, and I think I heard in the 80s, a hamburger was like, or no, that was the 90s. Hamburger was like 75 cents or something. Cheeseburger was maybe like $1. Or no, cheeseburger wasn't $1. Hamburger was probably like 70 cents and cheeseburger was probably like 80 cents. I don't know where Doctor Who is. He was here last night though. All right. Okay, the secret sauce. Mm. Speaking of sauce, We're about to get into a question that involves that one of the questions that involves sauce, and that may give you the question to this next question. Top four answers. Name something that has a crust. Name something that has a crust. Yep. Like I said, pizza. Yep, pizza. There you go, Tam. Pizza. Number two, pizza. Not a taco, but Tammy did get one. Yep, number three, bread or toast. Bread or toast. He did, didn't he? Um, nope, it's not shell. It's not shell. But Woody did get one. Earth. Earth, number four. Not a nasty penis. Yeah, Earth's core bread. We got that. What's the MLCDT commercial? Um, with Jason Alexander, and it will answer all inquiries. We did get the bread. Nope, not your curtains. Okay. Oh, and look who has arrived. Heather says, "Oh no, she knows." Yeah, we were saying we didn't know where Peter North or Cheryl was, and there's Peter North right there. I'm gonna have to say it, since he did get it. Car Cam says apple pie, and Heather, I mean, and no, and Peter says Heather's hair pie. There you go, guys. Pie is the number one answer. That's something that has a crust. Pie. That was the number one answer. Pie. And I'll say this, Heather. Um, we said we go for 2 hours tonight. Well, Peter's here. Well, Peter's going to be here for about a half hour of these 2 hours we're here. So get ready. You're gonna have a half hour of fun with him. All right. I said I don't. Said I'm not sure about the others though. All right. All right. Okay. For this next question, you're gonna have to be a sound sleeper for this next question. Why do you have to be a sound sleeper for this next question? Pet got to go in the men's room and use the tinkle toys. Pet got to go in the men. All right. Well, we might be here, Heather, when you get back. I think we pretty much will. We still got a half hour on here. Geez, Louise, an hour and a half has passed already. Yeah, so far, Shan, 89. We're into 89 minutes on the stream, so we've got at least 31 more minutes to go before we reach 2 hours. Yep. Now, as I was saying, who's a sound sleeper? Is anybody a sound sleeper in this stream? Because this next question is about sound sleepers. Not me. Well, you might still be able to answer this. Roswell's not Jonathan. Scratching Boomers is. Shan is not. Tammy can sleep through anything. Okay. So maybe the sound sleepers can get it. Maybe the ones that are not sound sleepers can get it. Let's see what we get. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name something that sound sleepers often sleep right through. What do sound sleepers often sleep right through? If you stuck her thumb in your butt, Jonathan, she might be thinking you're trying to wake her up being sexual. I'm just saying. No, it wouldn't be gunshots that you'd sleep right through. Thank goodness. But Shan did get one. Alarms. Yep, an alarm clock, number 2. And Beeswax and Woody actually did get one. Earthquake, number 5. You'd sleep right through an earthquake. All right. The Oh, Peter also set alarm. All right. Also, I need to get the other ones because there's some other ones. Scratching Boomer said thunder and storm. Thunder and storm. There you. Or no, wait. Yeah, yeah. Scratching Boomers did say thunder and storm. There you go. Thunderstorm is the number one answer, or just not thunderstorm, but just storms. Yeah, storms number one. Yeah, we did get the alarm clock. Not trains or dogs. Not screaming. Not an alarm. AG Stain, I don't know if you're coming to play or what, but no, that's not the answer. It's not the water heater exploding you can sleep through. A hurricane? Not exactly a hurricane, but close. Not car wrecks or me robbing them. Six. Oh, he meant to say sex. We got the alarm, we got the storms. Okay, siren. Siren, Scratching Boomer says, there you go, siren, number 4. Now just got to get number 3. It's not watching CNN or your fist or an armed robbery or a grizzly attack or a terrorist attack or a traffic attack. R alarm. Oh, not a BJ or a tornado. I shouldn't have said close. It was when I was saying close, I meant siren. So you got that one. So you don't have to think of anything else. Just another answer. Number 3, waiting for Heather's burnt dinner, and that came from Steve Areno. That didn't come from Peter. Let's see. My great was fast asleep when a bomb got dropped right on top of his house. Not a dog barking or butt stuff. I agree, Shan. Even my sleeping pills won't be able to ignore that. Not a UFO invasion. Not the TV at all, or the baby crying. We've tried sex. Not that. It's not fireworks or birds chirping. I take Seroquel and that knocks most people out, but it doesn't do much for me. That's the way I am with my melatonin sleeping, but with my gummy melatonins. They don't put me to sleep right away. It takes some time. Steve Aroni, you mean Heather's burnt breakfast? Peter said. Now that's Peter. Well, you're the sleep urinator, so I don't know. Maybe you would sleep through my fist. Not car horns or car sounds. We've got the we've got the we've got this we've got the we got the siren. I don't know if you'd call that a siren or not, but so it wouldn't be car sounds or wind or pissing yourself. I have to get up and pee 3 or 4 times a night. We got the sirens. Chelinsky, is Peter paying you to write stuff? 10K, my brother sleeps through that. We used to call him Diaper Head because he wore them till his teens. Not a Taylor Swift concert your fiance dragged you to, or police flashing a grenade, or a smoke alarm. My great uncle, I meant. Figured you meant great something. You just didn't say what. Not dogs barking. Oops, that wasn't a fart. That's a brutal nickname, Shane. You don't come back from that. I sleep through the colonoscopies. It wouldn't be a colonoscopy, though. He's going to let Peter take the reins. Hello, Ray Finley. I'm talking to someone I don't exist. Not banging on the door. Heather, I hope you were asleep for your colonoscopies. I got to get another one very soon. Speeding ticket? Nope. Not. Remember, something you'd sleep through. Not a doorbell or surgeries. Everybody point at the man in the diaper. He decided to try and eat something, so he's punished. Block party doing the YCMCA Trump dance. Really? Every well, we just did that this one time at band camp. But it's not a massage or diapers. Well, oh, she's saying diapers. Wow. Not a movie they could sleep through. I woke up the last time during a colonoscopy, and then they put me under again really quick. Like they say, Heather and Jonathan, it's like they did it. there was a local commercial that was about 15 years ago, and they, showed a lot of grown men, old men crying with some guy coming in saying, "Guys, it's not going to hurt." And they say getting a colonoscopy doesn't hurt at all, and it can save your life. Let's see. Not a tanning session. Getting your dick stolen? No. Not fire engine. I went to band camp and didn't get laid. Uh, I woke up too soon and started ripping that tube out of me throat once. Tammy, every time I see a fire hydrant, I think of you. Heather, I could never do one of those. If I end up tango uniform, so be it. Band camp, I learned how to swim. They try to shove a piano up your ass too. Does Jonathan still want that hint? Because I see people still guessing. And you still haven't got it. But cancer's bad. Mm. Not an operation. Give up. All right. Well, if you need, I didn't. Well, wait. Let's see. Jonathan wants a hint. Do you guys want hints, or do you have any ideas? Okay, Jonathan does say a hint. So okay, number 3 would be all you have to hear is something going off. If someone's trying to reach you, you may sleep through what going off. If someone's trying to reach you, you might just be sleeping through, and you're so tired, you'd sleep right through a what? Yeah, telephone ringing. Telephone ringing. No, telephone ringing. Number 3. Of course, in these days, it would be a cell phone ringing, but back in those days, it was telephone ringing. Like Jonathan said, it's like decent guy ditched us. It's like he came for a few minutes and left. Hmm. Ex-husband, I slept. He was trying to have sex with you and you slept right through it, Aaron. Let's see. All right. Shan has been talking about her fist, being so strong and everything. Shan, it's time to take this. It's time to take this strong fist of yours, to work, because This next question, we got the top 6 answers to this question. Name something heavy that housewives have to lift. I probably chased them off with my sob story. Sleep was more interesting to him. Please buy me an MQ-9 Reaper drone. Nice sig. That's why I say, put that strong fist to use. The strong fist needs the question now. Something heavy that housewives have to lift. Now I'm getting answers. Let's see. Scratching Boomer says a chair. Okay, there you go, Scratching Boomers, because chair or furniture is the number 1 answer. Furniture, number 1. And a vacuum cleaner, there you go, Scratching Boomers. Vacuum cleaner is number 3. Tammy says kids. Yep, there you go, Tammy. Children is number 6. Let's see. Okay, Roswell Steve Areno says the wash. And Scratching Boomer says laundry. So there you go. There you go. Laundry, number 2. The wash and laundry, I'd assume the same thing. Just got to get number 4 and 5 now. What could number 4 and 5 be? Not your weight. Yeah, we did get the baby answer. Shan says Aaron's tits are they supposed are Aaron's tits supposed to be heavier than the rest of yours or something? Is Aaron's tits supposed to be heavier? Food, okay, I can take that, but Roswell really did say the answer. Groceries. Groceries number 5. And now just one more answer, number 4. Something that heavy have to lift. No, it's not the dishwasher that they have to lift. We got the baby answer, the vacuum cleaner. It's not the car they have to lift. Laundry and Aaron's tits. Well, we did get the laundry answer, and Shan already guessed your tits, so that's and you know it, so it's it's not there. Laundry, Peter's laundry. We did get the laundry question. Their husband's dong or the gardener's dong. Peter North says, "Oh, a perfect question for Heather's burnt food." Let's see. Now they wouldn't have to lift up a pull boy. Don't have to lift up a person. Not Jake Paul's career. The bicycle tools, isn't that boxing tonight, TK? 10K? That was, oh no, you weren't here last night. I was like, Reaper was here last night and he was talking about Jake Paul, you know, getting into boxing. Does Aaron have gigantomestia? Let's see, isn't, not the garage door or kids at school. Jan, that's what Cheryl says. Jan, do you wash your meat? Peter's asking. Garage, not the garage door. Oh, she's got, well, well, Heather, according to Shan, she's got some tig-o bitties. Let's see. Not Turkey or Jonathan's trouser snake. Oh, no reason for me to hate her, Aaron. Just to be clear, we're referring to a different Cheryl, not the one from here. Well, we got 2 Cheryls here. We got 2 Cheryls here. We got Feathers Creature and then Cheryl M. But you saying it's a different Cheryl than both of them, so let's see. Not a bucket, not dinner on Thanksgiving. Love it how he reads the awful shit we say out loud. Well, I need to get out. I need to get everything I can, read to make sure all the comments are read. Jonathan's already guessing breastless after we had that big talk about Aaron's tits. Washcloth drove me even more mentally insane. Jake was humbled, terrible fight, but great knowing his jaw is broken. Be right back, Roswell says. Got about 16 minutes or so, so hurry back. Not the washing machine lid. Jake Paul wears woman's underpants, Jonathan says. Manageable with a wheelbarrow. Oh, never mind. I see 10K's post. Purse. Nope, not a purse that they have to lift for. Jonathan, you may be close with actually a cum dumpster. You may be close. In fact, take out one of the answers. Take out one of the answers, Jonathan. And there is Cheryl. Sorry, I'm missing the show. I'm with family. Merry Christmas, y'all. Yeah, like that. Speak of the devil. Yep, good one, Cheryl. Merry Christmas. He's saying that word. You just said, yeah. I'll say it again. I'll say it every time it's mentioned. Aaron said Aaron's tits is a great topic, Shan. Thank you for that. Now, Shan, I don't have tits. I don't have tits. I have nipples, but I don't have tits. I just said Aaron's tits again. But I just did it again, too. Yeah, that's more that what I'd have beeswax, a Montrostis galactic cock. Now I could get Okay, man boobs. Okay, but yeah, Tammy got it. The trash, the trash. Yep, the trash. I how much I would love this to be a present question, Shannon, but or no, Heather. How much I'd love for it to be a present question, because if it was a present question, we could just include DG's rag on the survey. But of course, with this being back then, and DG Rag not even being born in the 80s, I don't think. I think he's 25, so I think he's born about not even may have been born late 90s or early 2000s. So not even being born back then, his rag would not make the survey. I'm not. Yeah, when there's people in here, I'm not afraid to say the bigger words. Yeah, Jonathan, I'd love to have a floppy donkey penis. Peter. I've been talking about Aaron Stitz and everything, but Heather's probably does have some saggers on her too. Heather's, yeah, probably got perky ones. Hell, the gang's all here. Yes, I said if only everyone could have been here, earlier. Let's see. We still got time to get a let's see. We still got time to get a couple more in here. Okay, I don't know if okay, when I wrote this question down, I don't know if we've done this question before. Um I don't know if we've done this question before or not, but I said in case we have, then maybe you'll remember them. I'm not sure if we've done it or not, so I wrote it down in case we haven't. But here's the question. Top 5 answers to this question. After the kids move away, name something parents do when they miss their kids. No, they don't become Muslims. Stand by your perverted convictions, man. Okay, Heather, there's the first answer I can get. Cry. Yeah, they cry. They cry. Number 3, they cry. No, they don't throw a party. They don't throw a party or have more kids or splooge the deposit area. Not adopt children or wank a lot or go in hiding. They don't take a vacation. They don't retire. Okay, I can give you travel. I can give you travel boomers for number 2. They go visit them. In case they live out of state or out of city, they can travel. Yeah, they can visit them. Number 2. That's probably not what you meant, but I'll give it to you that way because you've only got cry and visit besides visit them. Nope, not have more sex or have more kids. Not any celebration or dream about a new set of kids. Yeah, Tammy, you would call them, phone them. The number 1 answer, phone them. Not get divorced or host swingers night. I can tell what Jonathan means with those asterisks. He's trying to say your a-hole brother ruins Christmas. Make a mess and pretend. No. Tammy, that was cool. We said the same thing at the same time. Again with the or tits comment. Shan, a whole decade? Really? Move to Alaska while they're gone. No, you wouldn't move. You wouldn't move. Go to dinner without extras. Not going to the dinner without them. Great minds think alike, or is it dirty minds, Heather? They don't go sit in their bed. They may go sit in their bedroom, and they may. What might they do while they go sit in their bedroom? Why would you call CPS on yourself? You're kind of giving yourself up if you're calling PTS on yourself. No, they don't fight. This is, I mean, remember, parents are focusing on their kids leaving or moving away. So what else might they do besides cry and visit them? Okay, Timmy, they would, yeah, they would look at their pictures. Number 4, they would look at their pictures. Lick the walls. I don't know why they have to lick the walls unless that reminded them of their kids. Shan, did he say tits again? I just did, Heather. Jonathan's trying to say I don't know if I'd get in trouble for saying that on YouTube. I don't think I'd get in trouble for saying tits on YouTube, but the F-bomb, I don't know. I hear there's some things that you can do. You can say some things or do some things that might get you in trouble on YouTube. So I'm going to walk back and not say the F comment, but I'll say tits anytime I want. Get something important to them or the smell. Steve Marino, the question is, after the kids move away, name something parents do when they miss their kids. Hey, look who just entered the place. Timbo. Timbo did. Timbo's here. Except my son. That boy don't know what deodorant was. Trick question. They don't miss them. Well, apparently some people in the survey missed them because this is what they did. This is what they did. I mean, they remind them every show, you know, that this survey was conducted of 100 average people. Was conducted of 100 average men, or not men, but 100 average people. I can say it on there. Okay, I just want to make sure and everything because I know, because I've heard you do something wrong, like you explicitly show something on YouTube. You know, yeah, you're in trouble then. So I can say the F-bomb on here. Oh my God, if he says that word one more time, I'm going to go to the bathroom because I'm going to soil myself. Sorry, Steve. Get ready to go to the bathroom, Heather. I'm going to say what Shan just said. You better go to the bathroom. Tits, 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 tits. And Jonathan then said tits. Smell their clothes. Get drunk if it's the least favorite kid. Not titty caca. Leave guilt tripping. Leave guilt tripping voicemail while fake crying. Well, you've already got phoned them and visit them and cry and looking at pictures. You just got one more thing to do. There's one thing left you could do when you miss your kids. Jonathan, do you hang out with cum dumpsters? Yeah, Shan's just going Aaron's tits. I wouldn't think. Do guys have tits? Shan just said Tim's tits, but I didn't. John's tits, Peter's. Oh yeah, she's gonna go with everyone's tits now. So now us guys now have tits too, according to Shan. Yeah, great tits. Yes, Shan. Yes, you can say fuck. Okay. If I can say fuck, then I will say fuck. I just didn't want to get my channel in trouble for that. That's it. That's all. PPK is tits. Shan puckered booty hole. John, you and boo holes, man. Great question, Peter. They don't read their diary. Oh, yeah. Don't forget about Tammy's tits. Boot holes. Is he a cowboy? It's funny, like when I use tits as an adjective, it just sounds wrong coming out of me. Track them down and make them pay. I don't usually say tits, so you know this is all new for me. I speak a lot of language that I don't speak in public. So when you come to my streams, you'll see a different. I mean, if you knew me in real life, you'd see a different side of me. Francis says he is Aaron. I have an A cup at least. It's been a little while for me. Shani, I need to get laid, Jonathan says. I'm reporting you to the Swedish FBI. Swedish FBI. I wonder if it's true weed gives you man boobs, but fuck it. Woohoo, tits is unprecedented. Yeah, you see a different side of me every time. But you still haven't got number 5. What's something that their kids can do? What's something parents do when they miss their kids? There's only basically one other thing they can do after they phone them and visit them and cry over it and look at their pictures, There's one other thing they can do to, remind them of their kids. I think men just end up with tits eventually. You never know. I think we all need to get laid together and hang out. It would be a blast. Only time I could do that would be getting off of work after Christmas Eve. Oh, Aaron, the question is: after the kids move away, name something parents do when they miss their kids. Laid. Yeah, a PPK orgy. Now I can't be in the orgy and everything. I'd show my stuff and get in trouble with YouTube. Okay, Tammy got it. Write to them. Write to them. Yeah, number 5, you'd write them. Now I know that we will have at least, one. This next question is a 4-1 and it's easy. We are nearing the end, but let's see if you can get this one and then possibly get another one. Top 4 answers to this question. Name a pet you wish, or okay. Okay, top 4 answers. Name a pet you might have several of. What's a pet you might have several of? Not just one, but how many pets? You might have might have multiple pets of what? What kind of animals? Dogs. Dogs, there you go. Dogs. Dogs. Number 3, dogs. Heathers. What kind of animal is a heather, Peter? Not mice, but hamsters. Yeah, hamsters. Number 4, hamsters. Not rabbits, not snakes. Lesbian cats. Well, just cats, because Tammy said cats as well. But yeah, cats is just what? Not lesbian cats, but just cats. Number 2. Now you just need number 1. That's the one you're missing. The number 1 answer. Could it be? I was lagging. Question, Jonathan, is name a pet you might have several of. It's not birds or snakes or transsexual rabbits or lizards or geese or flies. Not snakes or emu. We got the hamster's answer. It's not horses. What's another one you might have? Not ostriches or guinea pigs. Not honey badgers. We got the dog's answer. So far, we have cats, dogs, and hamsters. You're just missing the number 1 answer. It's not alpacas or chinchilla or pigeons or crabs of the crotch variety. Yeah, your dead pets can count. Oh, Peter got it. Yeah, Peter got it. Actually, Peter got it. Goldfish or just fish. Number 1 answer, fish. We are coming close to the 2-hour mark, but sometimes when it hits 2 hours, I say, do you want another question? But that was the 4-answer question we give. If you want to do another one, we can, but the next one would be 5 and it would be a little harder. Do you want to try to do this one since we just hit 2 hours? Do you want to try to do one more, just for the heck of it? Since we may not be here till Friday again. Because some say take off Christmas Eve. I'm not sure if I will or not. Honey badgers are bastards. All right, then we'll do this one last question. Tammy shaved or no? All right, one more question, and then we'll end it for the night. I had 3 snakes, 5 bearded dragons, 3 chameleons, 3 leopard geckos, and 2 crested geckos as pets all at one. You had a collection of animals, collection of pets. All right. Last question. Top 5 answers to this question. Name something people steal from their office and take home for their own use. What is something people steal from their office and take home for their own use? Again, I must run. Have a hot, good one. May your fires burn high. Okay, there you go. There you go, Peter and Heather. Pens or pencils, number 1. Pens or pencils. I love geckos. Not your secretary or your boss. Paper. Okay, yeah, just paper, Peter. Paper, number 3. See you, 10K. Let's see. Stapler. No, not a stapler. Not a stapler, but we do have paper, and Tammy got one. Paper clips. Paper clips, number 2. Now you just got 2 answers to go, 4 and 5. One of them, not toilet paper, not personal computer. We did get paper. Stapler, it's not stapler, that's been guessed. It's not money. We did get paper clips. We did get pencils for pen and pencils. You just guessed TP. It's not there. Not Peter paper. What's Peter paper, Heather? Office hoe. Nope, don't have. Apparently, they don't take those. Not sellotape. Computers. No. Not coffee. Be right back. Well, Jonathan, this is the last question. Hopefully, you might get. Hopefully, you'll be back in before this question's over. Otherwise, it's see you till next week. Let's see. What type of it's not a specific kind of business. It's just just an office, an office of things they might have on their desk. So yeah, something they steal from their own office and take home for their own use. It's not family photos on the boss's desk or the pencils or someone else's lunch. Yeah, there you go, Jonathan. You're back before the question was pulled. I haven't gotten another one yet. Random plants, nope. Coffee, not money. Not sugar. Yeah, from their own office. Not a coffee creamer. Not cups. Not the secretary. That's been guessed. The hot secretary in the short skirt with the red pumps. Someone says secretary one more time, I might just walk off the set, and Jack. I might walk off the car and say, secretary. No, need to steal Heather's underwear. She gives them away. Oh, wait, I did see one from Roswell. Typewriter, number 5 is a typewriter. Not carpet, air freshener. Your coworker's Bon Jovi CD. Matthew, you must think your farts smell like fresh picked daisies and cinnamon. No. Not power strap or food. These are all going to be office supplies. Office supplies. Not a phone. And these are still used too. The number. It's not spoons or fax machine. Stealing typewriters. Yeah, Aaron. Number 5 said they steal typewriter and take home for their own use. Not a cup. Not stamps. Not a desk or a Xerox machine or envelopes or chairs. Yeah, typewriters from the late 80s. Typewriters from early 80. Typewriters from January 89. January 88 questions. I will say 89 questions because I think we're into January of 89 already. Let's see. That was number 1. But it's not the coffee machine. That was also guessed. VCR under. Not notebooks, Tammy, but you're very close. You're very close. It's not notebooks, but you're very close. Not magazines or VCR reminders. Personalized logo things? No, but not money raised for the orphanage either. Not a gas card or a cork board. Kind bars? No, not any kind of bars. Sticky note. Okay, that's Heather. That's that's close enough to give you number four, which is notepads. Notepads, number four. Notepads. Yeah, Tammy was close. Not she said notebooks, and I thought it's not that's not notepads. I can't give it to her, but yeah, Heather got sticky notes for notepads, and I said that's close enough. And like I said, that will have to end it for tonight. That we got to do, but be happy we got to do a little over 2 hours. I will make I will post over maybe up tomorrow or so, maybe tomorrow or so. But you can decide. If I should take Christmas Eve off, or if I should do a short Christmas Eve one, or if I should do one on Christmas Eve. It'll be up to y'all. But for now, I must go so I can get back home and get ready for work. Shan, watch Gary Busey's Pet Judge. You'll dig it. Until then, everyone, hope you enjoyed tonight, the 2 hours we had. So, so for all of you, until next time, either until Christmas Eve or next Friday, one of the two. Much love, everybody, and until then, peace. Yep, later, y'all. See y'all later. Thank you, Tammy. I will.